It is important to think about the moment we are living in. We are living in a pandemic, in social upheaval. So arts needs to really think through its relevance, its impact. Pukar, Calling for Justice, continues to be my metaphorical exploration towards the menace of gun violence. So Odissi is an Eastern Indian classical dance form from the Eastern Indian state of Odisha. It is interesting and important to see how the form that I'm invested in can speak to issues such as gun violence, can speak to issues such as racial discrimination, can speak to issues such as gender and sexuality discrimination. The way I teach Odissi, I think of three predominant principles. I think of isolation, where your torso is going in one direction, your eyes and neck are going in the other direction, while your hands and feet are doing something completely different. Also opposition, where your torso and your neck are in a measured but opposite direction. I see the third principle as coordination, where you're coordinating your footwork to the percussion instrument, the mardala, and whereas the upper body is literally tied to the melodic modes or the raga. All of that is a lot of tension in the body that I feel is potent in channeling towards a social justice cause. This piece, Pukar, Calling for Justice, the movements have come out through this idea of tension and struggle that people are facing as they are encountering this absolutely new technique. My students have been my co-creators. Because we were in a moment of pandemic and a social upheaval, I wanted the students to really address their moments. I would take those movements and make it Odissi-esque and give it a tone, give it a color that would connect the entire movement back to my research and my ideas around this moment of loss of youth potency to the pandemic of gun violence. Hide, run, fight. Hide, run, fight. That incident taught me a lot. It has continued to be in my consciousness and in my artistic psyche. The importance of continuing no matter what, and the importance of empathy. I think this idea of opposition and difference and constantly being in dialogue and not necessarily erasing dialogue, right? Erasing difference. I think that is key to social justice, yes. Pukar, Calling for Justice, paves the way of thinking through multiplicity, of thinking through difference, of thinking through how various aesthetics can be within the concert scenario and how various aesthetics can influence the viewership as well as the performers.